Very diverse. Hey, do you mind clapping for the other two comedians? They're very good. Ed and Nakeem. Very cool show. Asian guy, black guy, white guy who stutters. We are like a scholarship as a show. So we look like a college pamphlet. And you would go, welcome to Staircase University. We've got to climb the ladder of success. I don't know why we're surfers. Climbing outdoor sports. Get to that mountain. Yes, Stella's her name. Yes, sir. Good job. Half off the staircase. Good job. Some guy just saws the stairs in half. Is that how you guys saw up here? I don't know how to... You guys got weird when I did this. That guy's gonna correct me in a second. Actually, it's this. We saw like... We saw upward. Huh? Exit? Use an axe. Oh, use an axe. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Just right to the most murder weapon out there. Perfect. He's like, yeah, if you get momentum and a blade, it'll actually cut a staircase in half, so. I've got a ton of stairs in my house. I got stairs in my house, not my freezer. What? What'd you say? What? I can't see. I feel like that guy has an axe right now. He's like, yeah. If you actually get an axe and some Lysol, you can clean the... sorry, if you get... Now we just have to continue with the show like we don't know that about that guy, don't we? Statistically, there's a murderer in here, and he just outed himself. I kill you, boy. Good luck cutting me in half, pal. I am a half as it is, so... Some guy already killed me, and I'm just the legs. I made the mistake of trying to pantomime a saw. And then he said axe like it's the most amazing technology. He could have said power saw, but he was like, axe. You ever put a blade on a stick and then swing it? It is the most efficient, let me tell you. Guys just walking up and down the aisles of Home Depot helping people. Yeah, trying to actually cut some plywood. You're gonna want an axe for that, so. Okay, why are you carrying it? No, this one's mine. It's got blood on it. You should get your own. Yeah, I'm trying to paint my nursery. You're gonna want an axe for that. So. What are the dimensions of the crib? I don't care. You need an axe. Kill your kid. What? Last year was a tough year for my dog. She actually beat cancer, so that's exciting. She didn't really do anything, but she woke up from the operation and got a ton of credit for it. That's for sure. I saw that there was like a little lump on her leg, so I rushed her to the vet, and the vet did this whole exam, and he was like, unfortunately, we're going to have to remove it. And I thought he meant the leg. That guy pops out, he's like, I'll do it, whatever you need. Whatever you need. Is it a leg? Just the leg? Okay, damn, all right, damn it. He says, damn it, damn, okay. Babe, get my hatchet, because it's just the leg, so... Get my tiny axe and my body spray, because I am the most man here. He's got a can of axe that just says more axe. Don't axe, don't tell. You say what?
Do the joke about your star.
What do you think, I'm taking f***ing requests, my guy? So you think that's what I was... That joke is online, you son of a bitch. Go watch it there. Pull it up on your phone right now, you piece of shit. Well, that was a lot. Hey, everybody.
What you just saw was footage from a live show where a guy interrupted the set to ask if I would perform a specific joke for him. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the moments leading up to him making that request, what might have prompted him to make it, and how I handled it afterwards. Also, now might be a great time to let you know we do video breakdowns like this, as well as fresh stand-up clips every week. So it might be a great time to hit the subscribe button below, and if you're feeling frisky, drop us a like. All right, let's get into it. This video comes to us all the way from Alexandria, Virginia, just outside of DC. And I open the show, as I always do, with some local jokes about the area.
I did fly into Baltimore because I'm not gonna risk the other one. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Did you want me to not show up tonight and successfully live to do this show tonight? I regret it, though. I'll tell you that. I regret it. Baltimore's airport's the sketchiest place I've ever been outside of at all. I wasn't a part of the drug deal, but I know I was in one somehow. I was at a four-way stop for far too long.
As some of you know, I like to test out edgier jokes up top to see how sensitive an audience is, and that lets me know what adjustments I need to make for the set. I call this part of the show sussing out the crowd. There's a fine line for comedians between being informed and being insensitive. And since there had just been a lot of news coming out about the air travel issues, I decide to make a joke and walk that line very carefully. You let me know how I did here.
I don't know, it's hard because you see a lot of the stuff in the news and it's really sad because, you know, like you hear about a lot of these plane incidents and then it starts this whole other narrative because you find out that the pilots are female and then all these other people are like, oh yeah, well, it's because the pilots are female. It's because I got all these female pilots, that's why. And women, they can't fly. I don't think it's that women can't fly. I think it's that they can't land. I'm sorry, since when has been bringing something back down to reality successfully been their bread and butter? I've known a lot of women with special skills. De-escalating is not one of them. My wife's a brilliant person. She's way smarter than me, and she's got all types of insane ideas. None of them are grounded. She's like, I think dogs should be able to work in factories. I'm like, okay, I don't, how would we do that? She's like, fine, just let them die. All right. That escalated.
Right about now is when I realize that I'm too close to the front of the stage to not be seen by the people who are on the sides and sitting behind me. So when I go to address it with them is when the guy from the beginning of this video interrupts.
You guys okay if I'm just sometimes like up there? Okay, dark energy coming from over there. That was weird. Nobody speaks over there. They don't have a foreman, nothing. You say what? What do you think, I'm taking fucking requests, my guy? So you think that that's what I was... That joke is online, you son of a bitch. Go watch it there. Pull it up on your phone right now, you piece of shit. Does he think... What does he think I was... Does he think I was at the bottom of the barrel? And I was like, fuck, what do I do? And he's like, ADHD. Thank God. Thanks, he threw me a fucking life raft. Whew, I didn't know how to do my job there for a second. That's my scripty. He keeps me on track, you know.
As you can see, I come in a little hot here. But also, to request a joke 10 minutes into a set is pretty nutty. So, I wanted to give him an example of what it would be like if the roles were reversed.
I'm gonna show up at UPS where he works. I'm gonna be like, box it, tape it and box, do it. Do the tape thing. I like when you do that and you scan it and it's late to my house. I love that. No, put a delayed thing on it. No, take the fragile thing off. No, who cares? It is, but take it off. I like to live on the wild. I don't care about my grandma. Who cares? I was talking to you guys. That's your fucking
representative, that guy. You elected Todd. All right, if he talks to us, just weaponize one of his jokes at him. This turned into a karaoke bar very fast. He's like, do Sail Away by Styx. I like when you do Sail Away by Styx. To request a joke that is somewhere else is so funny. No, I want to compare it for how he did it in person and see if it's the same lines and jokes. I want to see if I laugh at the same parts that they did in that funny haha version of it. They seem like they enjoyed themselves during. I want to see if I will as well. I only want the hits. Everything cold. I hate all this news. All these current events. This guy, what's he think he is? Some sort of funny man? The joke he wanted to see was how my wife with ADHD responds to my stutter. And so if you want to see that joke, the link is in the description of this video below. By this point in the interaction, I can tell the audience is okay with me riffing about the joke request, especially since humor is how I process things on and off stage. I always want the audience to know that when I'm yelling in this over-the-top frustration, it usually means because I'm having a good time too. Not that I'm actually serious about the stuff I'm saying. Guy's probably just really nice. That's our second Canadian up there. If I find out that that guy's Canadian, I will take a shit on the stage. Let me tell you right now. I will. You what? 3 meet and greets. Oh, me and you. Okay. Is that the wager? That was the friendliest invite to a fight. 3 meet and greets, bud. My fist, your face, my fist, your face, and my leg, your face. Yeah, I'm a kicker as well. So maybe if you did the joke I requested, you would know that now. We would know more about each other. I'm gonna start saying that. 3 meet and greets, buddy. This one. Yeah, meet greet. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, that guy's seen me up close a lot. It's not the first time either. Every time I see him, he whispers. He's like, do the GPS joke. Do it in my ear. You say what? Should be afraid? Oh, no, sir, I'm terrified. He just threatened me with meet and greet. I love the fact that this guy has come to so many of my shows because now I know that he's familiar with my ridiculous antics. Exhibit A. All right, cool. Well, I'll see you soon. We're actually friends. This is how we're friends now. This is how we talk. Sorry, is my hand too high? Sorry, I was just... I can't cover my face because I have a Tesla. I don't want to accidentally hail, so I'm just like, I'm a cartoon fighter now. I honestly feel like I got so defensive initially because I thought it was just some dude in the crowd who was like, do your bits, funny boy. And I realize now I swore so much at him up top because I didn't realize his intentions. His intentions might have been genuine to just be like, hey, I like that joke. And some comedy goers go to hear the hits just like a concert. Maybe he brought someone to the show and felt like if I didn't do the joke that I would be letting him down. But the thing to remember about comedians is we always are prisoners of the moment. We like the freedom to be able to go wherever we want. That's kind of what makes the art of performance so inviting. And so, Todd, what I would say to you is thank you so much for coming to see me 4 times in a row and counting. And I'm hoping that one day we will get to meet, and greet again. But as for everyone else, thank you for staying all the way to the end of the video. And once again, we do content like this every week, breakdowns of our videos, new stand-up clips. So feel free to hit the subscribe button below. Or if you want to come see me jokey on the road where I'm taking requests, maybe, pop on over to drewlynch.com to grab some tickets. All right, we'll see you.
lot of people assume I stuttered since childhood. That's not my story is a little different. Not everyone knows it, but I'll tell it to you. And when I do, I don't want you to feel bad for me. I need you to. And when I was 20, I was playing shortstop on a softball team, and a grounder got hit my way and actually blunted me in the throat, from which I'd fallen and hit my head. And that day, I had a minor vocal contusion with a major concussion. And I went home that day and went to sleep on the concussion, which you are not supposed to do. And then I woke up the next day, and so now I have a career. Thanks. Before people ask about how I'm doing, people ask me, they're like, Drew, how's your stutter doing, man? I'm like, he's good. I don't know, or she's good. I don't know the sex. I didn't think about it. It changes the way I said something, so that sounds pretty female, but it's also in my throat without my consent. So I don't know. It's tough. It is. It's okay. Too much. I played both sides. Sorry. I stay in so many hotels too. Oh man. Literally my standards for hotels have dropped so dramatically that now I just want to stay in a hotel that when the cleaning lady knocks on the door, it doesn't sound like housekeeping! I was like, yeah, can't you just pass through the door since you're a demon ghost? Like, that's what woke me up. She's been vacuuming the hallway for 40 minutes. Just ramming my door. I was like, I think that spot's clean, yeah? Do you know the purpose of a door? It's going to stop you right there. Say some magic door that you come through, like platform 9 3/4, you muggle bitch door. What's wrong with you? I'm awake. I would have poked my head in the hallway and be like, hi, hello, can I try? Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working. Have you tried a key card? Yeah, it was crazy. When I checked into the hotel, they were like, do you want a key card to open your room or a vacuum? I was like, well, the vacuum seems cumbersome. It's not even on. She's just doing it with her mouth. She should just pick it up and vacuum my door. We have a warrant! Open up or we'll suck your knob off! It's a door joke, don't. You guys. I think that's why dogs bark at vacuums. They're not scared. They're sleep deprived. It's 8 a.m. It's 8 in the a.m. This cleaning lady is assaulting my door from the hallway. My dog is on the other side of the door, barking at the door because she thinks it's the door. The door's probably like, I don't know! I was a tree in the quiet. It could have been a desk. I don't know what to say, man. I never know when a cleaning lady knocks. Oh my God, fear overcomes me. I'm like, I don't know, how did you find me?
People say, oh, Drew, it's easy, man. Just say, no, thank you. Just say, no, thank you. I'm like, have you ever been asleep before? You can just wake up into politeness? I hate you more than vacuums. I do. You suck hard. I put the do not disturb sign on the door. That's the introvert's last defense. But somehow, a cleaning lady still manages to waltz into my hotel room and make intense eye contact with my naked penis. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see the do not disturb sign. I'm like, check your vacuum, yeah? Just open it. Look, there's 30 signs right there. Wow. There's another vacuum in your vacuum. And sometimes the signs fall off the door. Oh, such an inconvenience. But it's within reason, since hotel doors like to close at hundreds of miles an hour. Jesus. I once watched a door pass the frame on accident. Whoa! I'm a saloon. Sometimes the signs fall off the doors, yeah? But what happens is they don't just disappear into the whims of the world. Then it's just in front of the door, yeah? But cleaning ladies are somehow just the worst detectives ever. They see the sign in front of the door, they're like, oh, there's no way. This must be from a different hotel. And I know why they fall off. Here's exactly why. It's because do not disturb signs are made for doorknobs. Hotels have door handles. Nowhere in a hotel is there a doorknob, yeah? If you're in a hotel that has doorknobs, that's not a hotel. That is a motel, and they don't have cleaning ladies. Because blood doesn't come out of carpet. I would know, because this one time I murdered a cleaning lady. I did. Last minute decision. And I vacuum her grave every day. I do. I have to. The headstone says do not disturb. So I think if I don't get to rest in peace, neither does she.
Oh, hey guys! Thanks for clicking on the clip. Right? Make sure you guys subscribe below because we're doing a ton of stand-up stuff, and we do videos with a dog usually. Don't know where she. One sec. Just come see me. Come see my comedy.
Which I realize isn't saying much. What's going on? What's going on there? Are you two wrestling? Are you Joel? What Joel? Why are you her spokesperson? You're worse. Yes, Joel. Please. What do you want? What would you like to know? Because apparently this is Jeopardy up here. What? It's too vulgar? Yeah, because the shit that's happened up to now has been kid friendly. Ask your thing. What's your question? Is it penis size related? What? What's the question? Am I really married? Bitch, this is the right hand.
You know we're not facing the same direction, right? Look, if you're going to be that dumb, I'm going to switch fingers. I'm not married, but I'm not giving myself to you. How was that vulgar? That was. I mean. Then why would you implicate yourself that way? We all think so much less of you right now. She's like, why are you a kid in a candy shop? Like, no. I said I wanted that one, but I want the sprinkle frogs. That is the vulgar thing. No. I don't want candy. Psych, Mom. What is the question you want to ask? Because we're all dying to know. You
Do you act the same way in bed as you talk? Or you like,
somehow you ended up looking worse. Again, I shouldn't. This was the question. It makes sense. It makes sense why you had your friend talking for you before. She was like. Wait, so your question was, so just to rephrase it, was, do I act the same way in bed? And then I think you went like like I come in increments. Do you think I stand in the corner of the room and shoot it like a I gotta reload. Confine me. I'm marriage material. It doesn't matter what hand it's on. Come get me. Here's a stutter grenade. Whoa. So this is my question. What kind of sex are you having? Where you think anyone's finishing noise should be I would have no reason to be talking. You think I'm talking through that moment? You think I'm like in the middle of a soliloquy, and I'm like, toss thee down to da 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 da. What compound sentences are you experiencing? I don't know. Is this a deal breaker for you? Is this a fetish for you? What's the situation? Why are you stopping the show to ask this? No, you just interrupted with your mouth. It's kind of this. I didn't stop traffic. I just walked in the street. Okay. Are you Joel? Yeah. What? That is you are. Oh man. You lived up to the hype. I heard your name 40 times. Well, if I say it during sex, you can hear it 40 times more. Yeah, sometimes I stutter during sex. But you will never know.
Hey guys, I hate cats just as much as the next guy. So naturally, as I'm doing a joke in this next clip about cats, a cat guy wanted to pick a cat fight, and things got dark. So enjoy.
You ever talk to someone who just adopted a cat? They're not doing well. They're always like, yeah, we just rescued a cat. We're like, how's that going? They're like, well, we sleep outside.
That's a lie!
All right, that's pretty defensive, sir. Jesus. Okay, sir, please make your argument.
The cat sleeps inside.
The cat sleeps inside. Right. You sound like the most cat person I've ever heard right now. You sound like you got filled up in your balls right now. That's a lie! It's not true! We put the towers on the inside. We like to get up there with them. Can you do this outside? We don't go out there. That's where all the smokers are. Throwing bullets. And yeah, they're probably aiming at my cat. And maybe kind of me, because I have aggressive emotional outbursts from time to time. He just starts licking himself. Yeah. It's not true. It's not. How many cats do you own, cat lady, sir? You sound like you have one right now, and you're in a spinny chair. Like, it's not true. My dogs are gonna be so chubby. Because they're outside. How many cats do you own, sir?
2.
2 cats. Hang on, don't touch yet. Do you have a girlfriend, wife?
No.
No. Well, I wish I could say I was going to say a funnier thing than you did, but... I love how we started the conversation right at a 10. Is it? It's not true! Just does the haka for this cat? And don't feel why I'm single. Your boyfriend has 3 cats? This became the weirdest option I've ever heard. Oddly enough, it's gotten weirder since that guy. My sister's got a cat named Malfoy because he's up to no good. And we put a little sorting cap on him. That was the way he went. Incidentally, all cats end up in Slytherin. It's weird. There's never been a cat named Dumbledore. Never. Not once. You notice I haven't heard shit from dog people. You know that? We talked balls and pussies tonight.
Drew Lynch, everybody!
Keep it going for Isaac, everybody. Clap for Isaac.
It's a good time to leave, sir. Have a good one. Jesus Christ, man. Damn. This guy's got commitment issues, doesn't he? Yep. We'll get him back. He's like, ah, shit, my flask is in the car. That sucks. No, I'm sorry. I won't talk. He just left in such a, he did it in such a, like when he was sitting, I was like, oh, that man's an adult man. And then he left like a child. He went, oh, he had to pee? Oh, all right, well. Should be about 20 more seconds or so. How many times does he shake, do you know? Is he a see you later, or is he like hang out for a bit, you know? It's like, but no, I haven't gotten good yet, so. Jesus Christ, the bladder on this guy. Let me ask you, lady, does the dick match the bladder? Because that dude is gone. He is gone like piss in the wind. Oh my God. I'm gonna go pee next to him. I'll see you guys later, man. I'm gonna see the hog on Harold. Let me tell ya. That guy, he probably wrote that here. He was like, whoa! That's why he left that way. He didn't want to trip over it going this way. He was like, you know, right before chicks fight, they're like. This might be a shit. He might have told you a pee, but let me tell you something. I have peed almost every day of my life. And that guy, he might be peeing sitting down, but, you know what I mean? He's using both the tunnels. At this point, we should just do a bathroom break for everybody. You guys go right now. Oh, hey, you're back. Holy hell, my guy.
Thank you, sir. Jeez.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out. I had such a good time. Man, one of the best shows I've ever had.
Oh, hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the clip. I got a little thing that it's not a backpack. It helps my posture. Because I am a stand-up, and if I can't do that, then I mean properly, then what am I? I should quit. But I do live shows, and you should come see them. For this particular clip, I always welcome audience interaction, but the crowd was getting too rambunctious in Florida, and I couldn't even get through a joke when all of a sudden this guy shouted this. So
it was the same people tomorrow. I hope you guys come back. And I hope so. I hope it's the same group of people, and this time you have a Home Depot or something. It cleared. Because you asked for a cash back. Well, you what?
Talk about AGT.
Talk about AGT? This isn't a goddamn TED Talk, sir. I'm not a jukebox where you're like, play this. Nah, I don't like it. Skip, play. Do Journey. Don't stop believing. Don't do comedy. You guys got room for another kid? Because I'm looking to go home with anyone else. What specific? I'm gonna sit because you've exhausted me. What? No, whoa. What's wrong with you? Someone's like, whoa, he's tired. Take his pants. Shut up. What's specifically about AGT, sir? You didn't have a backup question? What about AGT? And for those who don't, that's America's Got Talent. What did I like about it? I liked that I got to do it. Yep. Like that I got to do it. And now I get to travel all over, and people interrupt my show to ask about it. So it's been great. I loved it. Honey, the TV's talking to me. I liked it. I don't know. I honestly didn't prepare like a super funny answer, but I liked getting to do the show because I think the show did an excellent job of telling my story and saying to people like, hey, here's who this person is, and here happens to be his comedy, none of which you got to see tonight. And then I got to come to Tampa, so I don't know. It's fine.
We love you, Drew!
I love you, Mom, whatever. I don't know. Super weird.
You say what? No. You don't get to be passive aggressive. That's...
Hey everybody! What you just saw was footage from a live show of a girl in the audience shouting out that she hopes my wife leaves me. In this video, I'm going to show you the moments leading up to this audience member making that statement, what might have motivated her to make it, and the moment I discovered that this woman and I have a history. Also, now might be a great time to let you know, we do videos like this every week, so feel free to subscribe below for new content. Or, if you want to come see me live so you can speak now or forever hold your peace, my marriage, I am on tour, so feel free to pop on over to drewlynch.com so you can grab some tickets. All right, let's get into it. This show took place at a beautiful theater in Tucson, Arizona. Yes, it's pronounced Tucson, not Tucson, despite the accent you might hear there. I start the show off, as I always do, by making some local references to the town.
When we got to the airport, they have suckers with scorpions in them. And that was when I was like, I might not do the show. That seems like an initiation if I've ever seen one. I asked the clerk too. I was like, "Hey man, I'm on the fence about buying this sucker that's got a scorpion in it. Is that a real scorpion?" He's like, "Oh yeah, they're real." I was like, "You don't know how to make a sale, do you?" And he's like, "Well, they're dead." I was like, "What are we fucking talking about right now? Like, what are you talking about? I'm not gonna eat a scorpion. I'm not a... What psychopath gets off the plane and is like, let me get one of them scorpion suckers?" I want to feel like a kid, but I also have a troubled past, so give me a sucker with a scorpion in it. I'm a freak, but I'm childlike. And they had different flavors of it too. Isn't that wild? Just different flavors. He was like, we got watermelon, we got berry, we have apple. I was like, yeah, but they all seem to have scorpions inside of them. So, if a fella could just get a regular sucker, just get my licks in, that would be nice. Without the very real possibility of dying. How do we know? How do we know it's dead? Did you check? How do you know? How do we not know that he's just, just fossilized himself for his next victim? How many licks does it take to get to the center of the hospital wing?
At this point of the show, I'm just making local references to the stuff I see around town. This is one of my favorite things about stand-up. I like getting to play and riff and see what the audience is like and how potentially sensitive they might be. I call this part of the show sussing out the crowd.
Where's Stella?
You say what?
How is Stella?
How is Stella, my dog that passed away 2 years ago? Well, she is dead. Don't you fucking awe at me. She didn't do her research. Why are you mad at me? What am I supposed to say? Well, she's good. Things are good. I know you meant good. I know you meant well. I can't lie to you. But, I hope she's good. No way to really know. I tell you what, if a scorpion suck her later, I'll give you an update. I'll let you know how it went. I'm reunited with my dog. She's like, why are you here? I'm like, you're never gonna guess, dude. She's like, was it Tucson? I was like, yeah, it was Tucson. She's like, I had my money on Tucson.
As you can see, the potential for the show getting awkward is at an all-time high when someone asks about something vulnerable like this. A lady in the crowd wants to know how my dog is doing, not knowing that she passed away a few years ago. Now, I want to be honest by letting her know what happened, while also letting the audience know that I'm okay and that this moment is not going to deter my mood from keeping things in the show buoyant. It is painful whenever I think about Stella and the way that she passed, but what I would have said to that audience member had this setting been more appropriate is that Stella's mom and we spent a year taking her to different veterinarians around the country. We flew around because she was having issues eating. She was having issues with her heart. And it came to a point where my wife and I had to leave for tour. And that day that we left is the same day that Stella's brain hemorrhaged, and she was given less than a % chance to recover from something like that. And so my wife and I watched somebody put Stella down while we were on FaceTime. And I guess it's really cool and special knowing that people still care about Stella, and it's awesome to see the impact that she made on people even after the fact, so much so that they're still asking about her. I guess that's what I would have said. Okay, shifting gears here, so you can see why that's something I wouldn't say during a show. After I did some of the local references and addressed the potentially awkward start, the rest of the show got back on track and was business as usual, all the way up until the closing joke.
My wife is a very special person. She has something that's called ADHD. Do you guys know what this is?
This is something I did in my last special about my wife's ADHD, and you can find the full joke in the description of this video below if you want to check that out. But basically, the joke is about what it's like to live with someone who's scatterbrained and suffers from ADHD. I love my wife for all of her quirks the same way she accepts me for all of my flaws, and I can't even believe this has to be said, but in comedy, comedians make jokes about their significant others. It's what we do. We're not doing it to be mean. We're doing it because that's something people relate to. That's what sharing a laugh is. But I guess in my retelling of the joke, it set off one of the audience members to say this.
I don't see her for 4 days and 3 nights. She does meth, I think. I don't know my wife. You say what? No. You don't get to be passive aggressive. That's not what's happening. What'd you say the first time? Then you hope she leaves me. That's fucked up, bro.
At this point, the audience realizes this is a pretty bold claim, and so I expect some accountability in her owning it. You don't just get to throw out damning wishes and then backpedal. You know, if you're gonna heckle, heckle. So I do some investigating by asking questions about her.
Who are you here with tonight? Your girlfriend? Like sexual girlfriend or like friend girlfriend? Like you've tried some stuff? You say what? You went to high school with me? Nice. What's your name? Janelle? Okay, cool. What's your last name? Okay. You say what? You were in tech theater. Nice. Okay. Well, I don't remember you being such a bitch then.
This is a bizarre way of saying, hey, good to see you again. I'm not really sure what her game plan was for either of us at this point, but let's proceed.
You say what? That was not even you? I appreciate that.
Is the goal here to just confuse me? Was she not prepared for the Uno reverse? I appreciate the support, but I'm kind of looking for a perp at this time.
I was joking before. I hope you were. You said that wasn't you before, so wait, your friend said something or you said something? There's two of you. Okay, that doesn't answer my question. Yeah, you can't talk just like ambiguously like that. There's two of us. Which one do you choose? I'm like, what? This isn't the Matrix in fucking Tucson. I'm trying to...
I would have had 4 scorpion suckers in order to avoid this very passive-aggressive interaction. So the only way I can mitigate someone from my past saying something about my current relationship is...
Well, I'm glad that you came, Janelle, and whoever said it, I agree. She's too good for me, so...
So there you have it. A whole show packed with conflict and suggestions that really left more questions rather than answers. Was Janelle the one who made the comment, or was it her friend? Was her intention to make a scene or make a funny? Is everyone in Tucson on meth? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. How would you have handled this situation? And for the record, my wife is aware of everything that is said about her on stage. I always make sure I run the jokes by her first to make sure I'm not crossing any line, and always with the intention of protecting her integrity, as some of you have met her and can confirm she is an amazing human being. I appreciate you guys checking out our videos, and as always, feel free to subscribe below if you're not already, or if you want to come see me on tour, you can check out my website for a town near you so you can come scrutinize my personal life in a public setting. All right, we'll see you. Hi. Hello. That sounds more like it. I did deserve that, okay? I did, all right? I raised I had raised 3 kids by myself with my husband. And we have 4. Oh my God, can we take the word back, ladies? Please, why put, men is in the word menopause. And I'm going through it in my head, and he's like, are you having hot flashes? And I'm like, your life is going to hotly flash right before your stupid eyes if you don't go back to work. I don't care. I don't care if you're gay. I don't actually care. Everybody's trying to abolish the marriage gay. And I get that. I kind of understand it. I myself wish I wasn't married. So here's the deal. It's just fine if you're gay. I'm not gonna tell, I wouldn't say, I don't care if you're gay. And if you're married, there's a guy with a guy, and sometimes there's a girl with a girl, and I assume that those are gay. And that's okay. I'm totally, absolutely comfortable with the whole gay thing. Now, if you're interracial, I it's just getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous, the gays. Like another letter, another letter, they take it. And it's like, I'm trying to respect the fact that you have your community and you have your letters. And I use them, but sometimes it's getting to a place where I can't even use the letters that I wanted to, because I'm trying to adopt so much of the letters you made me say. I was at the deli the other day. I wanted to order a bacon, lettuce, and tomato. And sure enough, there I said it. Can I get a BLGBTQ plus? And I couldn't, and sure enough, here comes back a sandwich with bacon, lettuce, tomato, guacamole, and extra quinoa. And I quite enjoyed it. But the problem is that you pushed it onto me. It's all the rage right now because Trump has a bruise on his hand, and everybody on the net is talking about it. He's got a bruise. And it's like, yeah, he has a bruise on his hand. He has kids. That's what the back of the hand is for. People who don't hit their kids, they don't get it. They absolutely do not get it. It's not abuse. It's a message. People, look at what they're doing in China. They seem organized. Do you think that's abuse? Are you going to sit here and tell me communism is abuse? I think if you move here illegally, it's fine. It's fine if you move here illegally. I think you just need to get a job, and you need to pay taxes on it, and you need to speak English, and you need to be raised Christian. And that's it. ICE is getting out of hand. They're just being patently racist at this time. There's a Mexican family in my neighborhood, or Guatemalan, and the raid, ICE, showed up right there and arrested an entire group of them right in my front yard. And I was freaking out because the lawn was not done. They want to take my guns. And you want to come after my gun. You can come into my room and get it from the nightstand, but I'll tell you what, you better make sure you grab the right thing. Because they're both the same color. And
All right, thanks for letting my mom do stand-up, guys. You guys were hella fun.
This started Monday morning when you woke up.
Yes.
So we're in Cleveland this week.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we were in Fort Wayne. I mean, I know you said you normally get a little stressed at the start of touring season, but as far as stuttering and everything, last week you were totally fine.
Yeah.
I would like to do that. I parked my car so close. My car is touching the building. I don't never want to be outside. I like this. I like it. I like it here because there are so many cop cars, and none of them are in service.
I just remember last week feeling like this is you know, I'm gonna start to tinker with a lot of the material and, you know, work it. And then I felt like I had it under control. And then this week it's just completely different, and it's just so weird.
It's been a good week, and in that my stutter has been a fucking asshole. I don't really necessarily get to control it all the time, but right now it's just like, it's like exorcism style. No refund. I don't know what to tell you. They should have put this on the ticket, dude. I was outside and some dude gave me $5. I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, just for your next one, bud. This one's on me. Can't imagine. So, I can't imagine, but hopefully, I mean, maybe there's people here who have never seen me before, and this is the first time. It's never like this, but anyway, sorry, fuck. I can't imagine the drive home for a lot of you. And we just watched a dude for an hour who was cold. What the fuck? Just watched some guy who was like, don't let go, Rose.
It's sometimes there'll be days, but never like this badly, you know? Never like in a way that's like it just, where I have involuntary sounds and you know, tremors and shit like that, you know? I don't know, and I think I feel most uncomfortable, honestly, in front of people I know, like my family. I saw my family in between the time that I saw them in Fort Wayne and Cleveland. I saw them, and they had to kind of watch me go through this, and they have seen me at worst times, you know. They've seen me in bad times, and so when they see me in bad times and they think they see this, then they think they think I'm in pain, or it reminds them of the times the times were bad. And so I feel most uncomfortable in front of people I know, because I feel like I don't want them to get offended that they feel like they could be making me uncomfortable.
You feel bad because they might feel bad.
Yeah, that's my big issue. It's just feeling anxiety for everybody else in the room. That's my that is what this is about. I know that that's what this is about. This is about me trying to compensate for other people feeling a certain way, and me trying to control it, and I can't control it. The shows might end up being totally different than how we imagined them this weekend.
But different doesn't mean bad.
Bad, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Oh, anybody else grew up with stuttering? Yeah, a whistle was probably good. It could be a long show if you actually respond.
And it's unfortunate because, you know, the people who came to see me, I feel like I'm letting them down.
It looks like you're in pain, but you said mentally you feel great.
I do. I feel mentally clear, and I feel physically well. It's just an eyesore. It's just, it might, it might just look like to me that I'm, that I'm struggling. And that's just because of these body convulsions that I feel like these involuntary spasms that I'm not quite able to keep control of, you know? The beauty of what's going on is that it's all in truth, you know? It's all, I don't want to shut it down, because if I shut it down, then I get pain in my body, and then
What do you mean shut it down?
Like if I just if I clench, you know, if I kind of hunker down, you know, bear down on just trying to just kind of sit and try to
Suppress it.
yeah, and just be like, I'm okay, this is my, you know, hello, good to see you, you know, that type of shit. It's like going through the motions of like, be a human, be a person, be an adult. Don't let people see that you're vulnerable, because they'll equate that to weakness. If they equate that to weakness, then industry or audience alike is kind of like, oh, what the fuck is this?
You're trying to, you know, kick the stuttering comedian to the curb and kind of like move on with just the stuttering, just even talking about it.
Yeah.
But then it's hard not to talk about it
when that's what's going on.
Doing it.
Yeah, it is kind of weird that the material we've been working on has been like, I'm gonna address my stutter once and for all. It's like my own ego is like, my own ego is like, I don't need you, and then he was like, you need me. The only thing it's not painful. It's just the only thing that's frustrating is you don't always get things the way you want. You don't always, or you get them but not the way you want, or you get things that maybe you didn't know you want, and or you get things that you don't want. You know, there's all that. I haven't had a stutter this badly in a really long time, and it's just like every day of this week, it's kind of just been challenging me. It would be that much more difficult if I didn't have comedy to be able to go up and at least talk about it. Because last night, I went on stage and my first thought was, I'm not gonna be able to do this show without saying something about it. And the beauty of it is when stuff like that happens, when stuff like that happens, you get to share a moment with people in the room, because they're there witnessing it, you know?
I mean, that's a pretty good bargain. You only stutter this bad once every 12 years.
I know that you're making a joke to lighten it, and I appreciate that. But the only way that I can get through it is just by being totally honest with it, by being totally candid about it. And a lot of these shows this weekend, I have a feeling are just going to be probably cathartic in nature, just because if I resist the fact that this is happening, I'm not going to have a good time this weekend, and no one will.
Right.
But if I accept the fact that this is happening, there is a chance that by being honest with it, it will relinquish, or it will pass, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, I just want to say, usually, I've stayed after shows for 10 years to say hi to people, but tonight I'm going through it. So I want to tell you that from the bottom of my heart, I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I don't know how long this goes for, but I just want to say I'm glad you guys stuck with me through it, because it's it's a very vulnerable thing. But I want to just say Cleveland's always been a beautiful place and so nice to me. So thank you guys very much. Have a great night.
life, fix your motherfucking lips, say shit about no police brutality. I'ma smack you when I see you tonight. We're gonna be waiting for you.
Hey everybody. What you just saw was footage of an audience member who got kicked out of my show and responded by putting a hit out, or a death threat, as it were, on social media. In this video, I'm going to show you the moments leading up to this individual getting kicked out of the show, the racist jokes in question, and the insane threats that happened after the fact that resulted in the cops showing up at the comedy club. I want it to be known that viewer discretion is advised for this video, as there is heavy use of expletives, statements made with violent intent, and subjects alluding to drug use. Also, now might be a great time to let you know that we do videos like this every week. Well, not like this, but like this every week. So feel free to subscribe below. And if you want to come heckle me about my lack of fashion in person and call me racist in the parking lot, I am on tour. So feel free to pop on over to drewlynch.com to grab some tickets. All right, let's get into it. This show took place in early 2021 in my born town of Indianapolis, Indiana, at one of my favorite comedy clubs. I'm about 20 minutes into my set when I noticed there was a girl stabbing her ice in an empty glass, and it's loud enough to be heard. Then what happened, detective? You can see me clock the girl playing with her ice, which normally doesn't bother me unless it becomes distracting to the audience or until I start stuttering so badly that I can't focus, which is exactly what happens. Then what happened, detective? The joke I'm making here is about how much has changed in 100 years, and how much hasn't. If you want to see the full joke, you can find it in the description of this video below. But basically, the joke was about how cops from the 1920s would react if they traveled from 1920, during the Prohibition, to 2020, which was during the pandemic. They'd have to report back to the chief, and they'd be like, "Chief, it was strange. They was all wearing masks, but they wasn't stealing nothing." And the chief would be like, "Well, were they drinking alcohol?" "It's tough to say, Chief. It was seltzer in a can." That type of thing. You're all caught up. "Well, then they all got in separate getaway cars that were oddly driven by Persian men." That's an Uber joke for you, sir. Just to clarify, that's an Uber. No, this is not the racist joke in question, although it is a little racist, because cops from the 1920s, you'd have to imagine, were probably a little racist. But this next part is where the satire of this scene gets kind of real. "Are you telling me that nothing happened at this establishment, detective?" "Well, there was a black fella hanging outside the club that was doing absolutely nothing illegal whatsoever." The chief's like, "Did you arrest him?" Detective's like, "Chief, that's inappropriate. We shot him." "Oh, you guys are right. Police don't shoot black people. Ouch. One white guy says ouch. Thank you. Thank you for your suffering, sir. Thanks for your contribution to repression. Now, this is as close to making commentary about the injustices of police brutality during a comedy show that one can get. I don't think it's funny. I think it's more concerning than anything, especially in light of events that happened during 2020. I wrote this joke because I didn't know any other way that I could advocate for change other than by drawing attention to the fact that even 100 years later, some things never do. As we've seen and heard, the ice crushing continues throughout the show, and so a few minutes later, I take a moment to address it. Do you need more drink? Yes, I hear the ice. I'm like stuttering out so hard because I'm like, oh shit. It's like, you what? You need more? Oh, okay. I will let someone know. I also work here, so this was my way of trying to address a problem by introducing a solution in a silly way. I don't want this cup of ice to be a distraction anymore. And, plus, also, if I hear noises in my ear at the same time that I'm trying to talk, I start stuttering. I don't know why, it's one of the many malfunctions among stutterers. I also work here, so... Oh, you didn't like my shitty jokes, you said? Oh. So clearly I misread this situation altogether. Here I was thinking I was about to resolve this girl's empty drink issue when her boyfriend takes it as an opportunity to give me feedback about my jokes with some aggression.
Oh, you didn't like my shitty jokes, you said? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I like them. And a lot of other people, I think, are okay with them, but we'll vote at the end. No. That's okay. It's expected. We're gonna have differences of opinion during a meeting. So cool. In the interest of, I guess, going back, which ones were shitty, and also, I guess, I would be obliged to ask what would you do better? How would you have written it for the ones that you so claim are shitty?
This is probably the most entertaining shit you've had all night, isn't it?
This is the most entertaining shit I've had all night? Well, it's still daytime.
This was a 4:30 show.
This is the most entertaining shit? I don't think so. I don't think anybody wants a part of this. I don't even think your girlfriend wants that either. She's more interested in her fucking cup than you.
So I get a little shitty in my response here because I tried being diplomatic, even in the face of hostility from this guy. As soon as I made my comment, he stood up, which is a surefire way to get thrown out at a comedy club.
What? Right.
The opening comedian was Felicia Gillespie, a very funny friend of mine who did get a lot of laughs that night.
Right. I can fuck off. Well, I have to continue to work, so... Right. I hope you have a good day. I hope you get something more to drink. Right. All right. Wow. That... It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Wow. Say what you want about my jokes, but as soon as you come after my home and auto insurance, it gets personal. But really, the tension of what just happened and how quickly it escalated was somewhat alarming. So I finished the show as best as I could, only to get off stage to discover that my phone had been blowing up with threats from this audience member while I was on stage.
Well, mama, hey, Drew Lynch got 2 shows tonight in the city at the Helium Comedian Show. Go up there and his up, talking about the police killing blacks and like a motherfucker laughing at that shit. Bitch, ain't nothing funny about that shit. You and that's why I called you a Jake from State Farm looking ass bitch. Boy, around with your dumb you with the right one, motherfucker. Ain't shit funny about that shit, you dumb ass boy. Nobody know you in this motherfucker. Your opening comedian artist better than your punk Target shirt wearing, planner shirt wearing ass bitch.
I would like to point out, other than the whole irony of this situation, that I was getting death threats for being racist towards black people while also being called Jake from State Farm, who is also black. So, am I racist or am I black? Here are some other screenshots we took from people who I would assume were following the guy who made the threats and came to his aid. A lot of these showed up as direct messages and as comments on public posts. Since this was technically a threat made with malicious intent towards one of their performers, the club has no choice but to call the police to file a proper police report. This means that the cops now show up to the club to inquire about what happened and take down a statement, only I'm already on stage for my second show, which means my wife has to be the one to give them a statement. Here's a photo of the official police report for the death threat, but before they left, they asked my wife what even provoked the guy to want to threaten your husband. And so my wife said it's because he thought my husband was making a racist joke. And hand to God, this pair of cops, one black, one white, asked my wife what the joke was. So now my wife, while I am on stage, has the responsibility of retelling a police brutality joke to the police. And it fucking crushed, dude. They loved it. They said they would have stayed for the next show, but they had to get back on duty. And I kind of wish they had stayed, because after they left, the death threats continued.
Like, fix your motherfucking lips, say shit about no police brutality. I'ma smack you when I see you tonight. We're gonna be waiting for you.
So here I was feeling terrible about the fact that the subtext of one of my jokes advocating for equal rights for black people and meant to draw attention to the mistreatment from police potentially had the opposite effect on an audience member who happened to be black, who happened to be getting kicked out because of an exchange that escalated over what I thought was a cup of ice. I felt bad that I made somebody else feel bad by trying to do good. And my wife knew that I felt bad. So while I was on stage, she went to this guy's Instagram page where she found his phone number listed in his bio. And when she called him, she invited him to brunch. Yes, you heard that correctly. Brunch. After they talked on the phone, she was able to express her sincerest apologies for the misunderstanding, and that by no means how he took it was at all how the joke is. Here are the text messages of their exchange after they chatted. She said, "Thank you for hopping on the phone with me. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat. I hope you and your fiance have a lovely rest of your evening, and I can't wait for lunch tomorrow. Let me know what time/where works for you." And then he said, "Okay, I will, thank you. I hate getting angry like that. It's just a sensitive subject and made us uncomfortable." My wife responded, "I completely understand. And I understand that there are subjects that I won't understand because they don't personally affect me. But I'm thankful for our phone call, and I can't wait for tomorrow's meetup with all of us." So now the four of us are scheduled to go to brunch the very next day. But not even 5 minutes later, things got very strange very fast. You can see the timestamp at 7:21, with my wife's last message being, "I'm thankful for our phone call and can't wait for tomorrow's meetup." And then at 7:26, the guy says, "If y'all want me to take it down, y'all have to cash at me $500 because it's still not resolved yet." What? How did we go from brunch to extortion? And how did you contact the news in 5 minutes on a Saturday? I would have dropped $500 on avocado toast for brunch, man. Why did it have to go like this? He said, "I have Wish TV News reaching out to me right now." 1 minute later, "And I have video of joke said." Okay, so how do you have video of the racist joke before you even knew the joke was racist? The comments about police brutality were at the very end, which, again, were not racist! An hour and 30 minutes later, News One signature of video racist slander tomorrow morning, and the racist crowd also. So we're not responding to the messages at this point because I think it's clear this guy is just trying to get compensated by threatening to go public with a video that he has, which, go ahead. I hope other people see the video. Then they could maybe help explain the joke to him. 10 minutes later, it will be uploaded at 8 a.m., Wish TV. You guys have 2 hours to pay me $500 to my Cash App or I'm giving the okay. And then he sends a sample video he took during the show, which is not of the joke in question. It's a joke from earlier in the show about speech therapy. But I can appreciate that he sent a proof of life to add to the intimidation factor, you know, like when they send a finger in the mail to prove that they have the hostage. It also kind of begs the question, why were you filming earlier in the show anyway? Were you trying to get something to happen in hopes that you'd get it on film? 1 minute later, I do have entire footage of the racial comment. Recorded him the entire time, and we'll do a blog blast on Drew Lynch Man. Oh God, I really hate my last name. It doesn't help in a situation like this. But I do love blog blasts, though. That sounds fun. Blog blast sounds like a fun blue drink that you get at Magic Mountain. Blog blasts. Just empty cups filled with a shit ton of ice. This part is where things somehow got crazier. And I don't even know how that's possible. But the next day, there were no TV news stories or blog blasts, so we were like, okay, that was weird. But then, in the green room, just before I go on stage the very next day, this guy calls my wife's phone with a confession.
What happened with today?
Did Drew got somebody trying to kill me or something?
What?
I'm kidding about that.
Oh my God. What's
People
happening?
Call me blocked. You got people call me blocked, not saying anything.
How do you mean? Like, wait. So, sorry, what's going on? Like, what happened with today?
No, I've been getting a lot of blocked calls and nobody saying anything on the phone, so I never got that before.
Oh, shit. Wait, sorry. Wait, what's going on?
I mean, I don't know. It's not really creepy. I just want to know if I should get, prepared. You know, I got kids.
Oh.
So.
Maybe this was angels protecting me, but I didn't tell anybody to call this guy's number in a creepy way. Mel was asking what happened with our lunch plans, and then he goes into this.
Are they saying anything?
They're not even saying anything. They're just like, they're not saying anything at all.
Okay, no, like, we haven't disclosed, like, anything, like, to anyone.
Yeah, I haven't said anything since yesterday. I was pretty upset. I did say some shit, you know. It was just a lot of anger, though, but, like, you know, it's not really a big deal to me about the stuff, you know. Sometimes, you know, my anger gets the best of me, but I have no hard feelings towards Drew. You know, I don't even like acting like that as far as, like, letting my anger get the best of me like that. You know what I'm saying? We talked yesterday and all that, but, I kind of feel bad about that, about Drew, because, you know, he looks like a good guy.
Okay. You're a good guy, too. Who ordered a hit out on me, LOL.
And I was looking forward to being able to, like, chat over lunch today. I'm sorry that, like, we weren't able to meet up, like...
And then that $500 cash there shit was stupid, too, of me, too. I was pretty high.
So now he's admitting to being high on drugs yesterday during the altercation.
I took some Percocets.
Yeah? I mean...
Mask off. Hey, mask off. Yeah, I took Percocets, you know, I got high.
Dude, a regular Saturday, you know?
It's lit. It was big lit last night. And then I went to Memphis and got $5,000. I sold 2 tips of cocaine.
Yeah?
In Memphis for $5,000. I was like, hell yeah, I had to go get that.
Oh my god, you dork. Oh my gosh.
Clearly, my wife is stunned about the information that's just fallen out of this guy's mouth. We know that A, he was high on Percocet yesterday, B, he sold $5,000 of cocaine in Memphis today, and C, that I'm a good guy now. What is going on?
So, tell through this. I am a local favorite. I'm a local Indianapolis rapper, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he can say, hey, link your bio, like, just promote it on his, like, story, that'd be amazing. I would say, you know what, Drew's a nice guy, whatever. You know, because that could be like, I feel like I've got so many views off of Drew, like, all those people watch my stuff, like, you know, that could be like my breaking point. He's like a famous guy.
Insane. And a little icky, if I'm being honest. I think his motivation from the beginning became super clear at this point.
I'll talk to Drew's, social media team, and I'll see what they have to say. But I hope you, I hope that you have a blessed weekend, and, you know, I just can't wait to see what the future holds.
All right, just let me know.
So, there you have it. The craziest thing about the craziest thing that's ever happened to my wife and I at a comedy club was that it never needed to happen. We'll never know how the night would have gone had a joke not been grossly misinterpreted by the potential influence of drugs, personal motives, or the threat of extortion. How do you guys feel about what happened? How would you have handled it? Do I really look like Jake from State Farm? I want it to be known that I have no ill will towards this person, and I hope for the sake of his kids, his life, and his career that he's in a better place. Like Colorado. I hear they have a lot of drugs there. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe below for weekly videos. You can come see me on tour. Pop on over to drewlynch.com to grab some tickets. And also, you need to cash out me $500 right now, or else. All right, we'll see you next time. My legal name is Andrew. It's so weird that we say legal name, right? It's like no one ever knows their illegal name. I guess mine would be Andres. You guys like jokes here, or are you okay? Sometimes comedians, they do jokes, and it really catches people off guard at a comedy show. It's tough. It is tough nowadays for comedians. You know, sometimes we'll make a joke just like that one. I did it the other day. A lady came up. She was like, "You can't say that. That's hate speech towards Mexicans." I was like, I stand 5 feet 4 inches.
I have a torso tattoo, and my English is pretty broken. I am Mexican. Got it? Puto is what I said? Sorry, that might, I don't know what that means. That might be hate speech. I'm sorry. That's too far. It's racist. I am a short man, or a tall boy. You decide. Actually, please don't decide. That would hurt my feelings quite a bit. Please don't say anything. It confuses a lot of people, too. Sometimes I'll be out at a bar, security. They always come up behind me, and they're always like, is that a kid, or is that an adult? And that's when I have to be like, well, let's have sex. We'll find out. But if you're wrong, it's a felony, so how much you want to risk it? You know what I mean? I call it molester roulette. Let's play. People talk to you different when you're my height. You might not even be aware that you do this, but when someone asks how tall I am, they go like this. How short are you? What? They removed the word tall from the question. They're like, no, let's start with your relationship to the ground, not the sky. We'll work backwards on this, save some time. That's messed up, man. That's not how we measure things. How do we measure things? It is always how much of something has happened, right? That's why people say, how old are you? Not how much longer you got. I'm 5'4", and 5'4" sucks because you're not tall enough to be respected and you're not short enough to be a fetish. You're just mid, you know? That's what that means, you know? It's like the manager of a smoothie shop. People are like, is he open? Are they back there? What's going on? I've been rejected by girls that I wasn't even approaching. I was just walking by and this chick was like, no. And then I just didn't cross the street that day, you know what I mean? I had to find a different way home, start a new life. In her defense, though, I startled her because I walk fast, you know what I mean? I have to walk fast so I can keep up with all you regulars. So I got that critter pace. You know when you turn the lights on, you're like, oh, I saw something. That was me. I got that critter pace. Like Pomeranians, they look so much busier than they are. A lot's happening, but they're not going anywhere. Sick of being in the front of your photos. You guys find someone else to do it. I'm not doing it anymore, all right? You stand behind a plant if you want to cover up your holiday belly. I got my own stomach to worry about, all right? I haven't exhaled since 2009. You don't know me. Every group photo, it's always the same dreadful announcement. All the tall people are like, okay, short people in the front, short people in the front, short people in the front. And then me and two strangers appear from under your legs. And we're like, hi, hello, nice to meet you. We're gonna take the photo. Hello, short people in the front. As you guys just stand over us and mouth breathe on our heads. What are they saying? It's too much pressure to be in the front, right? All the short people, we're in the forefront of all judgment, okay? If a group picture turned out good, that's because the short people killed it.
We gotta be on our A game, always, all right? It's true. Go back and look at all your group photos. Look at your albums. The short people in the front, we're always like... Look at the tall people in the back. They're always like, duh! They have no idea that a picture is being taken. They're like, how come we're all facing the same direction? Are we staring at Kathy? Why are we counting down? How do you look like a baby bird and a mama bird at the same time? I think we can all agree that the worst human beings on earth are dudes who tap the top of a door frame as they walk into a building. You know who you are. Connor, or whatever your name is, probably. You probably did it tonight, didn't you? This is a classy establishment. You're like, comedy show. Still got it. They always say, still got it. And we're left wondering what it is that they still have. It's not friends. You had to find a building to high-five you, bud. That's not a real friend. I just don't know if it's ever worked. Ladies, correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me once if you've ever seen a dude tap and you were like, oh my God, excuse me. I don't normally do this. But when you dunked an invisible basketball on that imaginary hoop with literally no one defending you, I queefed. I don't know the end. Sorry. I don't know the end. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. I don't know what that's not a... Sorry. I'm sorry about that. My point is, it doesn't work, all right? That's my point, fellas. No one cares about your vertical. This ain't the combine. You'll never see the opposite. I've never once bragged about my height. You know what I mean? You'll never see me go outside and slap a curb. We'll go out there like, yeah, I just parallel parked that bitch. Oh, knees and toes, knees and toes. Still got it. My wife is taller than me, and you knew that. There's no other place for me to go. There's this term that they came up with for dudes who happen to be shorter than their lady, and we are called short kings. I am what is called a short king. That is what they came up with, so we would feel better about ourselves. And let me tell you something. You can keep it. Because you know who else is a short king? Lord Farquaad from Shrek. Yeah. How did it end up for that guy? That movie is about how a chick would rather be with an ogre than a shorter human man. I envy dudes who are taller than their chick. I really do. Because if the mood strikes and things get hot and heavy, you can just pick her up and take her to the bed. Not me. I have to ask. Ooh, so spontaneous. Hey, babe, do you want to go to the bedroom? Why? I will tell you when we get there. It's not sex, I promise. It's a surprise. Oh, I'm naked for a different thing. Don't worry about it. It is the most unsexy thing to lead your taller wife via the hand to the bedroom, dude. I look like a toddler who saw a toy he likes. I'm like... You know how hard it is to get your wife off the couch using your words, dude? I turned into like one of those internet motivational speakers. I'm like, today is your day. You need to attack your goals. Get in there. 2 minutes could change your life. When that doesn't work, I talk to her like she's a dog before bedtime. Let's go to bed. Come on, we're going to bed. Come on. Come on, let's go to bed. Come on, we're going to bed. Come on. Hey, let's go. We're going to bed. Hey, let's go. Hey, come on. Hey, we're going to sex. Come on, let's go to sex. Come on, we're going to sex. Come on, we're going to sex with me. Hey, come on. Hey, put it down. Put that down. We're going to sex. I'm going to sex without you. Come on, let's go to sex. Hey, we're going to sex. Where's your toy? I gotta get her a toy. Where's that? Trying to wore myself out trying to get her into the bedroom. Jesus. Yeah, she's got her toy. She'll be fine. Can't say I haven't tried, though. Can't say I haven't tried to pick her up. I tried to be a man one day. Never again. You, sir, you look like you could lift some furniture. You know what I'm talking about. You know the rules. When something's a bit more cumbersome, you got to go further down on it. You know what I mean? I tried doing that with my wife. I lifted her at the knees. She folded in half and hit her head on the coffee table. Not a great start to sex, I would say, you know? Now I got a body on my hands, all right? It's a whole different situation. I need a rug and an alibi, you know? Got to start asking all the right questions. Does she have a concussion? Does her consent still carry? You know what I mean? If she wakes up with a stutter, is it a deal breaker, you know? There are some perks, though. Let me tell you, there are some perks that they don't tell you about sexually. There's some things you might not even know. Like, my wife and I, we tried to 69 one time. I don't know what that position is for you guys, but I'll tell you what it is for us. That is where I please my wife with my mouth, and she talks about how ashy my knees are. She's like down there journaling. I'm being waterboarded. I'm like, are we done? Can we? This is Grenada. I hate this. I'm sorry. I know it's weird to imagine me having sex. I'm sorry about that. I look like I look like I couldn't even smash a like button. But every single time, I do it every single time. Right after we're done having sex, I always say the same thing. I can't help myself. Right when we're done, I always go, damn, that Amazon just delivered my package. And she does not like that at all. But, you know, I stare at her neck the whole time. I'll call her whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen her face before. I don't know what she looks like. It's like the top of the fridge. What's up there?
Hey guys, my stand-up clips don't usually have me in them talking to camera, but something happened a few days ago that I think is worth a video explanation. In my 12 years of performing, I've never experienced anything like this before, so let me walk you through it. Oh, quick heads up, if it's not clear from the title, there is a loud explosion in this video. So if your ears are sensitive or you are wearing headphones, I would just take a second to adjust accordingly. At this point, what you in the audience just heard was a faulty monitor exploding.
It shocked not only my nervous system, because at the time I thought it was a gunshot, but I'm bent over because I just became aware that I could not hear out of my right ear. I wanted to go back so you guys could see some of the reactions from the audience members in the front row. Based on the way they reacted, I think they also thought it was a gun going off close by. Now I have officially walked off stage to talk to the crew about how to proceed. The show was almost over as I was on my last joke, but now I'm having a tough time hearing myself and speaking without stuttering out.
Okay. Hey, hey, you guys, yeah, sorry, I can't hear it. I don't know, what just happened there? Okay, I'm sorry. You guys can hear me? Okay. Okay. I can't. Are you okay? Yeah, I can't. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't hear how loud I am on this ear. Yeah, I can't hear it. You guys can hear me okay from this ear though, or you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So.
At this point, I'm trying to get back on track and close out the show.
So yeah, sorry. Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks. You said, what did you say? Ibuprofen or Tylenol? No, thank you though. So we did man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we did, so I'm sorry. There was a thing where my, fucking A, man. My voice is like, ha ha, yeah, just fucking sing. Okay, my wife said there was a thing where we came together and
I'd like to cut away for a moment to let you guys know that a common behavior among stutterers is we tap our leg or snap our fingers whenever we're having a verbal block. If you rewatch this moment, you can see it several times, but here's what happens next.
So our issue,
Luckily, after a physician steps in, a guy yells out and tells me to take my shirt off. It's two very different ways of helping.
You said you're a doctor? She said what? Wait, really? Okay, okay. Help. I don't. Do I lay down? Do I call you? I don't know. I just don't know what happened, and so I'm trying to, and I can't. I'm just trying to. I feel like there's like a. I feel a little just like. Just a little lightheaded a little bit. Yeah. So. just hang on, guys. I just want to hear. I just want to hear what it is that she has to say. Well, I appreciate that, but we were so close. I would hate to train for a marathon and then I die by the waters, you know? Also, I almost bent over. It was a weird night. Okay, so, all right. If there's like, so I'm gonna try to do, because I just had one other thing. I can't remember what the thing is. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I just had one other thing. But man, I'm so sorry. My stutter. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, okay, thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I see you standing. I cannot quite hear it, but I see it. That was very, very visual and helpful. Oh, shit. So you'll never believe this. But right after my wife and I scissored,
Unfortunately, I can't show you this last joke because it's getting released in a special soon, but I stumbled my way through this last part, and the audience showed me lots of love and support to the end.
That's the end of that joke. I'm sorry. Was fucking... All right, well, hey, thanks, but sorry. Hey, oh, thanks, guys. Thanks. Sorry about that. Okay, so, yeah, so thank you guys, appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. Is the physician, she's still here? Yeah. So, after the show, do you mind, do I give you my insurance? Like, what do I do? Am I able to see you in some way? Just, or do I? Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. We'll have you. I would just love to just, I don't know. You know, you don't have to give me a physical or anything, but if you could just like tap my forehead and be like, "You're blessed," and then I don't know how modern medicine goes.
I wanted to say thank you to everyone who reached out to me this week regarding my eardrum. There are many people who messaged me who were at the show, people who weren't at the show, trying to figure out what was going on, so I just figured I would address everybody all at once. After the show, the paramedics, they came, they checked me out, and because I didn't have any severe vertigo or discharge from my ear, they said to monitor the symptoms, and if it gets better, that means it's just bruised, not ruptured. So, thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this video. I wanted to say thank you to the paramedics, the physician in the audience itself, and the theater for being so professional and patient with me through this whole process.